let me tell y'all something. If you're not watching this anime called Shokugeki no Soma, you need to, because it's absolutely freaking lit and I love every second of it. Hello everybody, konbanwa, all that stuff. How are you doing today? I'm making another video because I want to kind of talk about this one anime that probably even over Boku no Hero Academia, which I'm still keeping up with, and that All for One was actually pretty good. But there are actually two animes that have caught my attention that are sequels more than Boku no Hero Academia, even though it's so hyped of an anime. One is Nanatsu no Taizai, or Seven Deadly Sins, which again has had me at the edge of my seat even through my graduation from school. And another anime that is slowly creeping up to being a part of my top 10 list, and it's called Shokugeki no Soma. I kind of want to talk about the current episode, because the current episode probably by far in this new season, the Tosuki train arc, is probably the best episode in the entire series so far. And honestly, I'm saying that after we hear the backstory of Saiba and the demon, and honestly, it's undisputed that Saiba is the best chef in the entire show, undisputed. But again, I don't read the manga, so there's probably better characters to come. But all we know now is that this current episode was absolutely fire in every step of the way. So the episode starts off with the beginning of the regime de Shokugeki, the team battle that they have been training for. And it's the central team going up against Polar Star Academy in hopes to rescind the expulsion of their classmates who were, technically they lost in a fair Shokugeki, but they want to get their friends to have them stay at the academy. And so the episode opens up with Soma and Erina ready for battle, and they kind of hint that there's some extra help that they're going to get, which is good because it'll be an 8-on-8 battle, which is what they want. However, when we get into it, we find out that these team members are actually ex-Elite 10 members, which is Ishiki, I think it's Momon, and Kuga, which I'm really happy to see their abilities, especially Ishiki, which I'm going to get to later, because Ishiki is absolutely amazing in this episode. I can't tell you how hyped I am for Ishiki and seeing what he's going to do against the new 8C. So, after this, we find out who's going to get paired with who. Ishiki gets paired with the 8C. The profiler, I forgot his name, I believe gets paired with the new 6C. If I'm not mistaken, I'm probably wrong. I'm 90% sure I'm wrong. And then finally, Soma gets paired with the 6C by the name of Nene. And Nene has been an interesting character to me because I didn't really know her specialty. She seems so elegant and proper that I kind of figured it was like Japanese-based cuisine, but I wasn't too sure. But we find out what her specialty is today, which is soba in Japanese cuisine. Actually, soba because her family owns a soba shop. Now, I want to talk about Nene because, Nene's quite a funny name. But Nene, the savage roast that she had against Soma, she almost became my favorite female character in the entire show. Because she trash talked so hard that I can only sit there and just gasp at the level of salt that she is giving Soma. She is literally saying stuff like, no matter what dish you make, I will crush it. Please don't think that I'm limited to Asian cuisine alone. Whatever dish it is, I will crush it. No matter how fair it is, I will defeat you. Like, no matter what you do, you cannot win this Shokugeki no matter how hard you try. And honestly, I do feel like if he does win the Shokugeki against Nene, I really do want to call hacks on it. Because we've seen in the battle with Akira Hayama that, it's kind of some plot armor going on. But I don't want to get into all of that now. I'll get into that in another video. Doesn't mean that I still didn't think that Yukihira deserved to win. I just felt that their reasons for having him win against Akira was kind of unusual, to say the least. Yeah, pretty much. And so, if he beats Nene, especially because they're fighting in her specialty, which is soba, and that's one thing I really like about Shokugeki no Soma, is that they really take the time to really be specific about the the ingredients, the position, the strategies that take into making the food. They really dive deep down. It's more of like a culinary analysis video rather than just a really ecchi based anime, in my opinion. So that's really one thing that shouts out to Shogeki no Soma for doing. But I really highly doubt that he's gonna beat Nene, just because it is her specialty, and she's made the dish that was to combat Yuki Hira's dish. So she already knows what he's trying to do, and she has made precautions against that. So she has made sure that she has set her hands to win. So if he really wins, I really am going to call for my hard on that aspect, just because, I mean, I've already said enough about it. But again, Nene was probably my second best female character in the entire show, and I can't really wait to see how these Shokugekis are going to turn out. Speaking of Shokugekis, let's talk about Ishiki, because Ishiki actually really surprised me. Not too long after he announced that he was the 7th seed of the Elite 10, Ishiki fights this 8th seed who actually admired him and looked up to him and couldn't understand why he's decided to stay at Postar Academy rather than become eccentric to become a dominant force. I was reading a little bit up on Ishiki, and it is rumored that Ishiki is probably a prodigy in his own right, probably even over Aizen and Tobayashi Gendo is what people are saying, that it's him about Ishiki. And honestly, in this episode, he showed it. Ishiki was so lax and so laid back, but when that dude talked about his dorm mates, he became a complete other monster as he sliced an eel, and he sliced it so perfectly that it took a while for him to realize that the cells were all cut. At that point, he says, maybe I shall take it a little seriously and crush you, which means he had already intended to beat him being like a days ago, but this time just because he insulted his dorm mates, he is going to show him what it really means to be a true chef. So I can't wait. The episode kind of ended up on that. So far, Shogeki no Soma, we're in the final 2 episodes of this current season, so I can't really wait to see what's going to happen. I did spoil it a little bit for myself, so I kind of know what's going to happen, even though I hope it's not so. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. If you watch Shogeki no Soma, comment your favorite moments about the show down below. Also, leave a like and subscribe on this video because it helps me, want to make videos, I guess. But no, honestly, Shogeki no Soma is an amazing series. If you're not watching it, you need to watch it. The current season has been completely hype. The only thing I gotta say is that it definitely, if you're looking for something new and interesting, this is definitely a show to watch. It definitely has gotten all my attention as being one of my favorite seasons. Continue anime on the season. With that being said, I thank you for listening and watching, and have a good night. See you in the next video.